Hey guys, I am Paul. Welcome to my website. So you probably come here right now wanting to find out more about anxiety and how to help people with specifically anxiety. Well, I want to stop you right there because although at the top of my website it does say I'm an anxiety consultant, I'm an anxiety therapist, what you're going to find is that my approach to helping people with anxiety is the opposite, or is completely upside down to everyone else's approach and to any therapists, to any approaches that you're looking for today. So let me give you a quick idea. Let me give you a quick idea of what it is I do and specifically how it is that I help people with anxiety. Well, firstly, I want to ask you a few questions. Don't know where I'm going with this. So I want to ask you, firstly, what it is specifically that you're looking for, because there's really two different ways to look at it, isn't there? Many people come to see me with anxiety and all they're like, Paul, right, I just simply want to get rid of these symptoms that I'm having, whether it's insomnia, whether it's resonating with your insecurities, whether it's making you not being able to public speak and be bold at work, whether it's making you feel so anxious that you just feel awful in yourself and it's destroying your inner emotional fulfillment. Whatever these symptoms are specifically affecting you, you're probably watching this video because you've got one of these symptoms and you simply got that pain point within yourself and you're like, Paul, I want to get rid of it now and move forward in my life. Now, I understand where you're coming from, but my philosophy really focuses on it from the opposite angle. So you have these painful experiences, yep, and imagine that this pain is a physical pain. So imagine you have a physical pain and you can do two things. So you can straight away take a painkiller and get rid of that pain and you feel fine in yourself and continue in the direction you're moving forward in life. Or possibly that pain points to a deeper problem in yourself. And when you address that deeper problem, not only does it get rid of the pain, but it dramatically changes your life for the positive. Now, very often people come and see me with symptoms like conflict in their relationships. So they've just had children, and there's massive conflict in their marriage, they're thinking of getting divorced, or their partner's continuously berating them or having a go at them all the while, or there's continuous conflict there and anger and frustration, or she's having a go at him or vice versa, and he's feeling withdrawn or weak or even like a wimp. He's feeling like difficult to stand up for himself and be bold in a way that he wants to. Or secondly, maybe it's problems or conflicts in their financial situation, and there's things that they want to do, things they want to move forward in, but they don't feel they can reach that point due to just feeling uncomfortable in themselves. Lots of people speak to me saying that they want to move forward and take on a new role in the business, but they feel unable to because they're going to have to speak in front of large groups of people, or they're going to have to take control of people, and they feel really anxious and conflicted about taking those types of choices. So what you can see is this. Anxiety can be looked at as you've got these symptoms, you've got these pain points within yourself, and you're like, Paul, I just simply want to get rid of them. And I appreciate that. I want to get rid of them as well. Yeah? But my approach to get rid of them is to focus on the deeper issues in your life. And there's lots of benefits to that. There's massive benefits to that. One of the main core benefits is when you focus on the deeper issues is that you don't just get rid of the symptoms, but you get rid of all the other conflicts in your life that are continuously arising. Lots of men that come and see me, women as well, but mostly men, lots of men that come and see me, their self-esteem and confidence has really been put through the floor by these type of problems, where it really does wear us down, doesn't it? Especially as you go around that cycle. So you feel anxious, you feel stressed, you feel reactive, and that makes us have to be more defensive because we're worried about outbursts, whether it's being angry, frustrated, overwhelmed, or just other people seeing the stress on our face, which means we kind of have to repress those feelings, which then allows us to feel more stress and more conflict at work, because it's making it more difficult to get through the day. So we're sleeping poorer, and as we're sleeping poorer, we're finding it much more difficult to feel close and connected and loving with our wife and our partner, which means that that's creating much more stress and much more conflict in the relationship, and it's just really going down and down and down. That path is hitting really a downward spiral, isn't it? Where it's building momentum and it's going down and down and down. Now, my job is obviously to slow that downward momentum and to begin to really focus you in a direction where first you get clarity over the problems, but secondly, you begin to see the wider picture in your life. Now, whenever people come see me just with the symptom and just want to get rid of the symptom, they're not really looking towards the future and seeing all the ways that this is affecting them over the long term. Because when you do, you see in yourself that anxiety really is the way forward. Anxiety points you in the direction of the things you need to do to up-level all those things in your life. So whether you want to massively improve your relationships from conflict-driven to really close and intimate without the continuous conflict, frustration, moaning, arguing and power struggles that some people have, or whether you want to move your business forward or yourself forward if you work for a company, yet to get to a much, much higher level because you're naturally emanating much more confidence, you're communicating in a much better way, and you're not having to be so defensive and withdrawn because of the anxieties that you experience. Whether it's just a fulfillment thing for yourself, where you just want to feel much better within yourself, and the constant anxiety that you experience, whether it's chronic anxiety, whether it's severe anxiety, whether it's panic attacks, whether it's just continuous reactiveness that you feel you have to avoid and withdraw from within yourself, allowing you to genuinely feel calm, relaxed, confident, centered, with a high self-esteem, feel good in yourself, possibly for the first time in a long time. And looking forward, that all of these things we're speaking about now are really a foundation for what you want for the next 50, 60, 70 years of your life. 70 years if you're a young person. 70 years, it's an incredibly long period of time, isn't it? It's a massively long period of time. So I want you to focus on not just managing the problem. Yeah, managing the problem means I've got a pain point, I'll just sedate it for a moment, I'll feel a bit better, and then realistically within 1 to 6 months, it'll probably go back to the same place it was before. Same as I've got conflict in my relationship, I'll just try and mentally be driven and focus and solve the problem and work even harder on it. Well, that's not helping you if it's adding more tension, more resistance, more stress to your already overtired mental, emotional and physical well-being. It's not helping you at all, is it? It's not helping you in that type of way. My emphasis is taking that burden off you so everything becomes more freer, easier and more enjoyable in your life, and in a way that supports you for the long term. Yep, so you don't have to continuously manage your stress, manage your anxiety, manage your insomnia, manage the conflicts in your relationships, manage the problems that you're having at work, for the next 50 years. It literally frees you of that burden so you naturally function at a much higher level because you feel better in yourself. And when you feel better, you make better choices, you can deal with more uncertainty, you can deal with more conflict, you can deal with more stressful people or reactive people, without you feeling and experiencing their stress, their reactivity, their tension inside. Cool, so I hope that's given you a good foundation over what specifically is I do and how it is that I help people. So it's really for you if you're a person that's super committed. You have literally hit that point in your life where you really want to do something about it. You're not 50-50, you're not unsure, you know in yourself that you're capable of more, that you've got greater potential in yourself, but your brain is limiting you, your emotional well-being is limiting you, your mental health, your mental fitness is limiting you, and you know that you deserve far more within yourself. And secondly, you can really look at the reasons for this over the long term. Yep, so you're not just focusing on the pain, although the pain is your initial motivating factor. You're really focusing on, do I want continuous conflict for the next 20 years of my marriage? Do I want continuous stress at work every single day because I don't feel good in myself? Do I want to continuously struggle with poor sleep every single day for the long term? And you can see in yourself that it's much easier to sort it out today than it ever will be in a year or 2 years or 5 years or 10 years. Now is the easiest time to resolve that problem. Cool, now if you fit into those two characteristics. Thirdly, I'm happy to have happy to have a conversation with you over the phone so we can get an understanding whether my approach is going to benefit you and it's going to resonate with you, whether it isn't. But just to give you that one last foundation, so it is a really approach for you to conquer these problems, for you to once and for all deal with these problems so that you can move forward in your life when you get the best out of yourself, in a way that's right for you. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Brilliant. Well, there's a videos page on this website, and maybe not today, but tomorrow I'm going to put up several videos to really give you a deeper understanding of the 3-pillar approach, which I call the anxiety code, to help people to recover from this problem and to take their life to a much higher level in a way that really makes sense. Great. Awesome, guys. Brilliant to speak to you today, and take care.